Another black man in New York City has been murdered, because there's no other way to put it. He has been murdered by the New York City Police Department, the NYPD. I'm straight shooting right here because that's what happened. Eric Garner was a 43-year-old father of 6. A video was released late last week that showed him arguing with plainclothes NYPD officers in Staten Island, which is one of the 5 boroughs of New York City. You know, there's Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, and Staten Island. Although some people feel like Staten Island's more like Jersey, which I agree, but it is part of New York City. Police allege that they saw Garner selling illegal untaxed cigarettes. My God. Oh, no. Wow. And that's why apparently they put him in this chokehold that ended up murdering him. Can't have anyone selling untaxed cigarettes.
Well, he's asthmatic, right? You got to explain.
I'm going to get to that. Yes, of course. But that apparently is not true, because cigarettes were not found on him or in his car. And all the witnesses who were there, not just the person recording this video, but everyone in the vicinity who saw what happened, claim that they saw Eric Garner breaking up a fight. So he broke up a fight. And that's when police came over and wanted to arrest him. So he suffers from asthma. And in the videos that have been released, you can hear Garner struggling to get out of a chokehold that he was put in. He says, "I can't breathe," several times before collapsing. The New York Times spoke to Ramsey Orta, who shot the video, and another witness. They jumped him. They were choking him. He was foaming at the mouth. And that's it. It was done. The cops were saying, "No, he's okay. He's okay." But he wasn't okay. They were choking him. He kept saying, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Get off me. Get off me." And I didn't hear any more talking after that. He died right there. Before they stopped him, as they were going to lay their hands on him to grab him at first, before the chokehold they put on him, he said to him, "Every time you see me, you try to mess with me." So he clearly had run into the police before. Yes, apparently he was arrested for selling untaxed cigarettes before. But he was murdered for what? For what? Let's say he was selling untaxed cigarettes. That doesn't mean he should die.
I mean, well, and hasn't this been... This is a case, and there's a serious issue with police brutality and targeting in New York City.
Yes.
But I think that this was a case that I think the cop has immediately been suspended, actually.
The NYPD's own patrol rules specifically states no chokeholds.
Right.
Written plainly just like that. No chokeholds. They're forbidden. Yet these officers approached him, tried to arrest him. He didn't fight them, but he did, have a little bit of... He put his hands up and said, "Stop, what am I doing anything wrong?" And that's when they put him in a chokehold. 4 police officers attacked him. Mayor Bill de Blasio has promised a full investigation. He postponed his Italy vacation to deal with this issue. They are looking into it, and so far from the investigation, the officer who put him in the chokehold, Daniel Pantaleo, an 8-year NYPD officer, has been placed on desk duty after being stripped of his gun and badge. I say he should be tried for murder. That's what I think. Another officer, Justin D'Amico, was also taken off the street and placed on desk duty, but he will retain his gun and badge. He's been with the NYPD for 4 years. The president of the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association blasted the police department in a statement saying, ready for this? "The police department's modification of this police officer under these circumstances is completely unwarranted, knee-jerk reaction for political reasons and nothing more." So the police department association out there is defending these officers who murdered this man. And if you're wondering if this officer, Daniel Pantaleo, who actually put the chokehold on this man that killed him, if he has a background, federal court records show that in the last 2 years, 3 Staten Island men have sued Pantaleo over what they argued were racial motivated arrests. This is from the AP. In the first lawsuit, settled by the city in January, 2 black men in their 40s accused Pantaleo and other officers of arresting them without cause and subjecting them to a humiliating and unlawful strip search on a Staten Island street that involved ordering them to pull their pants and underwear down, squat, and cough. In the second lawsuit, Pantaleo was accused of attempting to substantiate charges by misrepresenting facts in a police report and other documents. In both of these cases, the men who were arrested, their charges were dismissed.
Right. It's an obscene story.
You can modify different NYPD procedures like stop and frisk to make it look good, make the numbers look good. But when it comes down to it, there is an institutional racism problem in the New York Police Department, and that needs to be dealt with. Especially when you have these police department associations jumping to defend the police officers when they are straight up murdering men on the street. Unbelievable. And it's a good thing video is out there. And it's a good thing that there continues to be a push by civil rights organizations that it is legal. You can record the police on a New York City street. Don't ever let the police tell you you can't. Who knows what would happen in cases like this if there was no video evidence?